Hello, my name is Katta Spiel. In this video, I will talk about my PhD work, which was awarded a SIGCHI Outstanding Dissertation Award in 2020. Specifically, my thesis was concerned with evaluating experiences of autistic children with technologies in co-design. As a core contribution, I claim that I provide conceptual and methodological tools that aid us in evaluating the experiences autistic children make with technologies in a holistic and ethically grounded fashion. My work was conducted within the Outside the Box project, in which I worked with Chris Framberger as project leader and Julia Makaeva. We conducted 8 case studies of participatory design processes in which we aimed to design technologies for the holistic well-being of individual autistic children. We did so over the span of 3 years, resulting in very different prototypes. Academically situated in the fields of human-computer interaction and participatory design, the project made several contributions to methods regarding design and evaluation, several technological prototypes illustrating alternative approaches to classical assistive technology, as well as critical reflections of participatory processes. To evaluate the children's experiences and go beyond empathetic approaches, I based my framework on actor-network theory and critical discourse analysis. In my understanding, it allows for a more holistic picture of the experiences an autistic child has with the technology. There are 4 steps to it. First, defining the discourse and the dispositive in which children and technology interact. This leads to an actor network of human and non-human actors. Then, the gathering of data to establish the perspectives of these actors. The data is analyzed along the sources and transformed into statements, which can then be contextualized critically within the actor network. Critical discourse analysis is needed in this context to understand the differences between agency, which all actors have, and intent, which only human actors have, and to assign weight to certain actors, which are usually left unheard in the workings of societal power structures. The steps are repeated until no new insights occur, or other reasons that speak against another cycle, such as time and energy resources of participants. However, this inquiry still centers researchers' interests in meaning-making about a given technology. Including the children more actively in the evaluation process comes with 2 advantages: making space for the agency of the child and, conveniently, getting more information about the child's perspective on a given technology. For this, I came up with a 3-step process: setting goals, gathering data, and interpreting results. All 3 of them are done in a radically participatory fashion. In setting goals, the children are encouraged to articulate goals. This does not always have to be verbally, and it's the researcher's task to offer several options for articulating goals along the abilities and interests of the child, or even across children. Researchers can also offer additional goals to invest, but they will only be pursued if they make sense to the child and they indicate interest in following it up. Children also take the lead in gathering the data. There, researchers prompt and support the child where needed. If necessary, researchers then pre-process the data and meet together with the children to interpret the results together. In the thesis, I have illustrated a range of case studies showing very different types of technologies that can be developed with autistic children. I provided a conceptual framework that captures the multifaceted aspects of technological experience. Further, I developed the method of participatory evaluation, which leads to radical inclusion of participants in the meaning-making about co-designed technologies. And finally, I have further provided a microethical understanding of in situ judgment as core part of ethically sound participatory research. However, I could not have done this alone. It takes a village to raise a child, and it definitely takes a village to finish a PhD. My deepest thanks go to all the people here for their guidance, their comfort, their kind words, their support, and their camaraderie. Thank you for listening. Feel free to contact me to talk.